Hello gamers and welcome to another Steel Division 2 cast, and it's league time again in the second game between Bumblebeepotatoe and DJ Spetznasty. Check out the cast of the first game. They both play in Division 5 Group B. So like I said, the second game, I've cast the first game already, and the second game won't be a mirror income because Bumblebeepotatoe playing 12SS Panzer on Maverick income, and DJ Spetznasty went for 9th Panzer with balanced income. Let's take a quick look at 12 SS. It's currently kind of in the meta with lightly armored cars. The Fanatic trait helps a lot, so the units won't surrender. Panther's also pretty good. And one thing you can see, he likes his upfitting now. So we get SDKFZs, SPW233s, and the Aufklärers come in the SPW222 as well with its autocannon. And then there's even the Beute Firefly in A phase. So he didn't go for the Panther. He could have gone for the Panther as well. It's more costly. It's a bit better punch, better armor. But it's more expensive. He didn't go for the Panzer IV either, but you can only take so much, and I think he made some good calls here. Infantry tab, Sturm Pioneers, normal Pioneers, Pioneers with, Panzer Grenadiers with Panzerfaust twice. All of that in A phase, all single vetted, and the leader. And there's yet another leader card, so there will be lots of leader play. And some of the leaders can come in Unicorn with Unicorn units, and this one, for example, does. And this is an AT cannon with HE shells as well. So this is really can be a really cool tool. So he's got a cheap and an expensive leader, basically. But it's only 15 points, so not bad at all. And then there's a B phase Diagram with a Panzerfaust, no C phase card, because it would have been 4 points. Tank tab. Also lots of veterancy. Panther D, Führer, double vetted in A phase. Panzer IV, Ace, double vetted in A phase. And then a Panzer IV leader, also single vetted in A phase. Then Wittmann in B phase, double vetted, as he should be, I guess. And then Panthers in B phase. And he double vets his Panther Gs in B phase. He goes for the high quality with the Panther Gs. They do have the APCR and the better. No, sorry, what? Wait. Yeah, he goes for the Panther Gs. They've got the better front armor and side armor and also APCR. So he goes for quality over quantity quite noticeably. Flammenwerfer this time only single, only unvetted. MG42 also unvetted. That's an interesting choice. But it comes also in a Unicorn unit. The Pak 35. Interesting. And ammunition. Grille in A phase. No commander. Then A and B phase Paks. Interestingly, it's vetted. Most players don't vet the Pak 40. But maybe it's worth it against suppression, I don't know. And he wants to have a quick game with high quality units, so I guess it's in this instance for surely the right call. Also the AA is single vetted. Thing is, if you don't upvet your AA, it tends to really underperform these days, or even like a Flak Vierling can take down planes if it's not vetted. And yeah, and if you don't upvet it right from the get-go, you need a leader. And then it's also only single vetted, so you should probably, in the current meta, at least single vet your AA. Artillery tab, he even upvets his SDKFZ mortar, so no Wolfpack action will be seen. He will be a lone wolf. And we've got a radio unit in B phase here, like a Recon unit, which is a good call because all his other Recon comes in A phase already. And yeah, I think the Beobachter kind of shifted into the meta a little bit, and the artillery, the leader, kind of shifted out since the price nerf. And despite the artillery leader buff, which can give radio to units that don't have radio, but most German units, for example, do have radio. And as a leader that to be deployed aggressively, he's a bit too expensive, I think, and can't really fight. Then we see the SK-18 single-vetted in B-phase with ammunition, and the Wolfram. He wants this game to be over quickly. Air Force is vetted, single-vetted in A-phase, double-vetted, rocket plane in B-phase. Yeah, he's not taking the fighter, he's just going all in with these tools. He can micro the bombs, so he can throw the bombs twice. So one bomb on one target and then activate this bomb and then throw it on another target. Interesting deck, very, very aggressive, with lots of options to push, and all options are pretty much available in A-phase already. Now DJ Spetznasty with 9th Panzer, really nice division as well, with some cool tools. It's not overpowered, it's a very decent division, not super good. He gets the Scharfschütze in A-phase. It's a really shite Scharfschütze, sniper, because its strength is only 1, but if you use it for Recon, it's fine. SPW 234, and then Aufklärungspanzer 4, SPW 2341, and Aufklärungspanzer 4 in B-phase. It's really interesting to see that he doesn't take the looks at all. It's only 30 points. It gives radio. I recently played this division on quick play, but the opponent was at a lower skill level, as it turned out, you know, and you can see the statistics and stuff, so a slightly lower skill level. And they did quite well with 9th Panzer against 84th Guards, I think, and his IS-2s, but I used the Panzer, the Luxus, and you can sneak them around a little bit, but in a tournament game or league game, I think you can't use them as efficiently as you can potentially in quick play. But so this is actually probably a good call. But for town fights, there can be helpful, but he's not playing against a half-track division. Like an American half-track division. All units here are single-vetted as well. You get Pioneers, Sturm Pioneers, Panzer Grants. A good choice of units already in A-phase as well. Some in SDKFZs. And yeah, Tank Tab, Panzer Force, and some Tigers. So he will struggle a bit against the Panthers, I think. Support Tab, the Grill in A-phase, single-vetted. He goes for a commander. There's one leader here in A-phase, and then there's a tank leader in B-phase. Single-vetted Flamers, single-vetted MG42. Anti-tank, the Martyrs, the Stück 3s, and the Pak 40 is in B-phase, also single-vetted. Is that a new trend? I do not know. Jagdpanzer 4, it's a good Jagdpanzer. And interestingly, he does not take the Panzerjäger. I think this unit always upgrades. It's fantastic. I think if you have that available, you should take it, and you should probably take it over the Marder. Even, I think, but that's over the Stück 3, because you also already have a lot of Panzer Force, but it's only 70 front armor. AA, Möbelwagen and Flak-Vierling, not vetted, so this is going to be painful if he faces air, which you won't that much. Then we see the chance for Wolfpack in A-phase, in B-phase and C-phase schwere Feldhaubitze, both times with ammunition attached. Personally, I'd always take the SK-18 if you have the chance, because it's pretty much the best counter battery tool. Yeah. And then the Junkers 87D3 is upvetted, but the fighter is not. That's interesting. With some rockets, it won't do that much. And it's kind of like fulfilling the role of the Focke-Wulf 190 A8. It's only slower as long as the rockets have not been shot. As soon as the rockets have been shot, it'll be the same speed, I think. So Because 87D is surely the right call against his opponent with all the Panthers. All right, let's jump to the map, and the map is going to be, let me quickly check, Slutsk. All right, here we are on Slutsk. On the left-hand side in red, we've got DJ Spetznasty playing 9th Panzer. And on the right-hand side, we see Bumblebeepotatoe playing 12th SS. So on this map, you have a lot of choices. Obviously, if you have ranged tools, it's better to fight in this area. If you're more CQC-ish, and then it's better to fight here. In this area, if you have an off-map, this is good off-map territory as well. And I think the map slightly favors blue, because these two flags can be snatched a little bit easier. And yeah, and red is forced to deploy a bit aggressively, a bit into the open. If the other division has range tools, it can be hard. So what can red do? Red can, for example, try to push on this hill and then use this as kind of like a forward operating base, including like, for example, AA, because it will be out of line of sight of these units here, and then push into this. It's a nasty reinforcement road, so this is actually where blue can get the disadvantage. If blue gets pushed out of this, then blue has a problem, in my opinion. You can also push straight ahead into this, which also solves the problem of losing this flag and this flag. In particular, if you have the faster division, it can be really cool to push into this. Another option you have, because you have a decent reinforcement road and your opponent needs to get around, like this up here or across the field, is if you push into this forest, into this tree line, use this as a forward base of operation. You can threaten the supply roads here on this side, and you can threaten this road as well. And if you go here, you can even threaten all of this. It will help you protect your flag here, and then you can push down into the town, into this kind of a small village, and it will help. You have the chance of grabbing those two flags, and you can nicely resupply it. And you need to keep in mind, here's some windmill, by the way. You need to keep in mind that the opponent might push up the hill, so maybe keep some forces here, or here, to protect your offensive. In the town, obviously, you can always push. Also, you can always push here. And if you manage to push blue out, if you manage to take control of this part of the hill, then you have a very good chance of winning, because you will threaten the resupply road for all of this. And your opponent might even have to go with infantry up the hill, across the water and up the hill. So what can blue do? Blue can obviously rather easily try to push red from this hill, and also from this upper positions threaten everything here. Blue can also go for like a sneaky grab of this flag, in particular in the early game. Some players try to go around here and attack this, or threaten the resupply road here, and at the same time this. So threaten this northern part. You can try to attack this flag. You can try to attack, go up the hill yourself here, protect your territory, get a reckoner out here, and maybe grab this flag sneakily. So that's kind of your options. And what is DJ Spetznasty going to do? He's going to go on the hill with his sharpshooter, trying to get line of sight and stay unnoticed, because he doesn't change front line. And he goes for his cheapest unit, the Kosakin Pioneer, cheapest infantry unit, to grab this flag. Then here he goes to secure this building if possible, and he's actually attacking this forest. There are town units here. That looks a bit weird. What you can always do is micro your units before you start. For example, this may be intentionally in the rear because it's the leader. Yeah, it actually looks okay. Because you can still always, you know, change the position of the units. And in a tournament game, you possibly should. But I think he did. His MG could be a bit more forward, but other than that, it seems like he actually microed this a little bit or paid attention to it. Then here he's going full out attack on this, but this hefty deployment does not give him a flag at all. It's easier for, you know, given the initial front line, for blue to take this flag. So what is Bumblebeepotatoe going to do? Also barebone deployment here in the south. And he is, yeah, that's a P Grand going into here. Then he's moving his half track to here, which is a good position to threaten this road. Just a flamer going in there. An IG gun. He wants to go up here. I think the IG gun is the IG gun is going to go here. So he wants to go across and maybe, I don't know what he's going to do, what his plan here is. He's also going to secure the woods here. Good call. This deployment, it's also a defensive deployment here. And yeah, up here, a little bit aggressive here. And also, what's the unit that goes over there? It's the puck. So he gets the puck over here. We'll then move it forward and try to threaten whatever to push this across. Now, thing is, as the balanced player, you'd usually want to, because you have pretty much the same income in A phase as the blue player, as the Maverick player, as the balanced player against the Maverick player. What you want to do is, you know, get a tick in A phase if you can, and then survive B phase and not get double ticked, and then win the game in C phase. Okay, let's start. Okay, here we go. Everyone moving forward. You can always zoom in, you know, it looks pretty lovely. When you play, you don't usually see or zoom in. We don't see many tanks. I mean, there's one tank here, so that's a good call actually. And no, not many changes to the front line at all so far. Good deployment in that regard. And we see the SPW against the SPW. Good macro here, and they take out each other. I think yeah, this provides a lot of information now. There will be a clash here in the north. Some nice smoke here. Ooh, the Cossack Pioneer is very greedy. It might be punished. No, it's not. Okay. Will he micro his Cossack Pioneer? Flamer goes down. Nice play here. And there's the first clash against the Hitlerjugend. With the MG42 in the woods, that's not so great. 3 flamer units. Yeah, that's it. I think DJ Spetznasty will push through here. And the Pak 40 might be proved to be devastating if it moves into position and if the opponent then pushes forward and if he actually switches over APCR. Flamer on hold fire, good call here. And up here we'll see a find soon. The Pak 40 is desperately moving forward, but why? He knows there's an opponent here because you know how the front line develops, so he knows there's something right across. So this Pak 40 will go down. Oh, that's painful. This is 60 points down the drain. Reinforcements already a Panther D Führer. SDKZ 259. That's really good call in. Will help. I guess it's going up the hill. Yeah. That'll really help. And here you can see the SPW222, a really cool unit in action. And that's a trick you can do when you play. Will it win? Maybe. No. When you bring your units with an SPW222 in the campaign, and you lose the SPW222, it kind of respawns for the next match. Only if you lose the unit sitting inside, you will lose the unit. Sharpshooter on hold fire, so the sniper on hold fire, that's a good call. Marder 3 is sitting here to protect everything. Now the IG gun trying to take out the Panzer with the heat shells. And yeah, there's the first pen. And now, oh, he was so close getting a shot off, but he's fearing the gorilla and wants to survive. I understand that. The SDKZ already went down. And now the Panzer Grenadier doing the best thing he can do, and that is retreat. It looks better for Bumblebeepotatoe on the hill, despite the initial losses, because Spetznasty kind of stopped. He did not follow it up or just continue pushing. But Spetznasty doing a good job here in the center, pressuring the Grenadier. Flamer moving forward as well. He could smoke, but he does not. And is punished for that. But the P-Gren now green against green. And this one is double wetted, this one is single wetted. So here you can see the result of the leader in this case, because he brings this to double wet. And unfortunately no retreating order is given. Sturmpioneer being called in, and oh, it's a very aggressive deployment that might be punished. You should not send your vehicles right into the enemy unless it's like a desperate last minute attempt. But he realizes and unloads very well, observed here by Bumblebeepotatoe. This is also in a nice spot. And in the north, Bumblebeepotatoe pushing SPW 234/3, holding the line. Turn down the volume just a little bit. And the Panzer 4 coming, not sure why. More infantry would be needed. E-Gran going to unload here. It's a defensive deployment, but that's what Spetznasty wants. He's the balanced player. He's got the tick. It's 13-11. And he's now losing a Panzer to the Firefly. Now there's nothing that can contest the Firefly. The Marder now can. Bumblebeepotatoe now in danger. Yeah, you can see only the rifles firing at that range. Light machine guns only fire at ranges of more than 100 meter. Oh, and the P-Gren leader gets spotted because he opened fire. It's often good to put your leader units on hold fire because you want to keep them alive. But he smokes, so that's a good call, and they managed to take that infantry unit out. The Sturmpioneer and the Marder coming. Now the SPW233. Good call to send it across this field, basically, and protecting the ridge. And here you can see what I meant earlier. You can get some sneaky grabs here. Just, walk a unit down here. This time it worked with the Flamer. It's a 15-point unit, creating the tick. Now the rifle fight here in the forest. And my guess is that the double-wetted P-Gren will win. Firefly opening fire on the Marder. Ooh, side shot maybe even. Kind of a bit. Yeah, this one mother wasn't enough, but unload here, that's a good call. 2 Panzer IVs. They will be able to pen at a certain range, but they will need to get into range first, because Firefly has 2 kilometer range. And that's 1750. Or 1750 meters. Panther took it. Did it take a pen? It did. Maybe from, yeah, no. Back to 1212 as the flamer was pushed out. Another P-Gran leader will be lost. Now the fight has begun, or is about to begin. Good micro here to pull back the Firefly. And the entire infantry is getting suppressed. So that was like kind of like lost 60 points. And the Firefly will be able to deal with the tanks, with the Panzer forces at this range. That's my guess. And he should focus his 2 Panzer force on this. And Focke-Wulf coming in. It's going for the Firefly and armor cracked. There was the critical hit that sealed the deal, so Focke-Wulf didn't even have to kill it. That was a crucial kill, because now the Panzer force can push forward. You just must not get side shot by this, but it's taken out. And some reinforcements. Also Panzer force now coming. Yeah, good kill here by the IG-18. It's a unit that tends to trade up. It's not as good like OB-30 by the Soviet OB-30. But still, it's a very decent tool for the price. Vervoen called in to protect against the Focke-Wulf. Good call in. It will also be able to help against infantry. Yeah, and forces are disappearing in this forest for both sides. Still not switched off. But I mean the range. Yeah, well. Egan at 145 meters against Panzer force at least should be good enough. In the south, nothing happening. And the Jagdpanzer is going here as well now. Might be an option to, send the units here if you play as red, because you can see the pathing. And this pathing allows side shots to take place. So it might be better to send your units here. And then, once they've arrived, manually send them over here. So there's less risk of a side shot. Now the Stück 3 gets penned, misses. Ooh, this can do some nasty stuff in this position. Really good positioning here by Bumblebee. Potato. It might be even kill the Stück. If it gets a side shot. It does not. So it will die now. Town is almost in the hands of Bumblebeepotatoe. We should send this unit into the church. Maybe put it on hold fire, because it's just 2 dudes left. The Pak-40 did not yet claim a victim, but it's really cool. Maybe even switch off the HE shells, to be honest. So that it doesn't reveal its position against infantry probing attack. It's in the church now and on hold fire. There we go. Well done. Not much happening here. It's 12-12. Obviously, we see everything and they don't. I was about to say we haven't seen any artillery yet. This is a typical area where artillery can be used quite efficiently. But the Wurfrahmen is coming in. Yeah, as we can see that Bumblebeepotatoe knows that there's a Jagdpanzer here, because the Jagdpanzer is not blinking. If a unit card is, or the icon is blinking, it means it's not been spotted by the enemy. And if it's not blinking, then it has been spotted. And I'm pretty sure that the Wurfrahmen will go for the Jagdpanzer. And there's already the ammunition to give it again its HE shells. Now the Panzer IV actually pushing forward. That's a very bold move without any infantry support. All units in here are on hold fire. That's a good call though. Yeah, I think that might seal the deal for the Panzer IV. Lower the wounded. Yeah, that's it. Reinforcements for the hill, that's a good call. And we are already in B phase. So DJ Spetznasty did make Bumblebeepotatoe bleed a little bit. Not as much as he has hoped for and could have, I think. But oh, the Wurfrahmen is now attacking the town. Well, these units are not moving into the circle, just about. Maybe this one a little bit. But maybe he changes the orders. That's nasty, clearly wanting this back, but yeah, this one is in the circle. Might be enough. Ooh. Okay, this actually goes down. And the one that was in the circle does not. Yeah, more troops moving in, so it didn't do all that much. It's now moving, being resupplied. Oh, I guess it actually went down to the Panzer G here, and probably. And the Panzer G will pick everything here apart. And there we go, even a crit. Immediately suppressed. Now the double-vetted Panzer Gs, there's another one, they will do some heavy lifting. Also, this is a bit tricky because he doesn't spot anything. He will show side armor. It's better to send it here and give it a shift Q order, go up here. Oh, that will be the fight against the Jagdpanzer. And the Jagdpanzer won't be able to shoot back, and it's going to get a side shot. Oh, and he was trying to get into this really sneaky position here. Preying, being a bird of prey on his own, but he came the prey. Wolf going for the Panther G. I mean, yeah, the Whirlwind is really good. Also single vetted. Decent armor. Against artillery at least. The Möbelwagen might even get into line of sight here. Another Panzer IV taken out. But it's a pretty nasty situation now for or a pretty difficult situation for the DJ Spetznasty with the two Panthers on the field. He needs to find an answer to the Panthers, otherwise they will cost him dearly. Another Panzer IV going down, but the shooter got knocked out briefly, so this has been penned. Doesn't look... well, yeah, it does look damaged, okay. Now the Wolfram not doing anything anymore. 140 points plus the 40 points for the ammunition. Didn't do all that much so far. Now Grille moving forward a bit. Stopping this, but the Panther now moving. Yeah, they will now, Blue will now crawl forward. We are at the end of B phase. We have to keep in mind that Bumblebeepotatoe is the Maverick player, which means this is kind of like where he has the biggest advantage. No points on the field he can theoretically have. It'll go downhill from there. And he, for the first time, takes the lead. But I think that 9th Panzer will struggle to find an answer to the Panthers unless he kills them with the Pak 40 now. And he actually might. APCR switched on, which is a good call. Play it safe. Also, you have a good chance of critting with APCR. But he misses. That's unfortunate. Less suppression thanks to the veterancy. Side damage, that's another crit. So that's 2 hits. And 3 Panzer already, theoretically. 4 Panzer necessary. And there we go. 4 Panzers because they have 10 health and the APCR shells do 3 damage. Oh no, they actually do 4 damage. So that's a bit weird that it took it 4 hits. Weird. Maybe you can crit without actually properly hitting, I don't know. But now Bumblebeepotatoe is clearing house in the north. He waited till he reached his strongest moment. The SDKFZ doing a good job here. And the G support. This will be devastating. He outranges everything and outguns everything. Yeah, decent, well, good target selection here actually. There's nothing really to follow it up, like a truck that's ready to go or something. Will we see the first arty? Not yet, but there's a Beobachter pushing up, trying to get into here and potentially then into this. Still nothing at all happening down here. Ooh, the Pigron will go down. The Puck here actually went down. Or did he move it? No. 13-11 for Bumblebeepotatoe. Is it going to be enough as DJ Spetznasty can now pour in the troops? But this is a Panther, sorry, a Tiger. And the Tiger will lose against the Panther in 5 rounds per minute. 6 rounds per minute. Opel Blitz going down to the, I don't know, to the Panther, presumably. The Möbelwagen is just out of line of sight of the Panther G. So this was all wasted points, basically, as it turns out. Yeah, well, good to deploy these units here to hold the flags a little bit. And also a good call to call in the Pak 40. And there's the last Panther G. Pak 40 is, yeah, it's about to shoot now. APCR switched off, nice micro. Because he clearly doesn't need it against whatever is coming here. Pak 40 going down. Why can it not shoot at the SPW? Should be in line of sight, according to the line of sight tool. Maybe these houses obstruct the line of sight. Push forward here, but there's a Pak 40, also micro, nice. Now moving it a little bit. Didn't see that unit, unfortunately, with the Pak 40. 14-10 for Bumblebee. He's taking the lead. Nicely switched off, but you don't really need to switch it off because it's only 100 meter range. If you only have 100 meter range, the chances are slim that you will actually shoot at something without being spotted. Really will go down to the Pak 40. Would be dead already if it wasn't for the APCR not being switched off. Pak 40 now fighting the SPW 233 and vice versa. And good micro here. Pak 40 opening fire, also the Pigran joining the fray. Yeah, but the SPW going down. This goes for the Pak, that will be a nice kill. Verbal Wind needs to push forward. And Spetznasty now focusing on kind of like the center. There's no flag he can grab really. Okay, now the Whirlwind is moving, good call. So both Bumblebeepotatoe and I noticed the wrong Whirlwind position after the Focke-Wulf has been shot at and shot its rockets. A good player would obviously notice that before and move it, and so that when the Focke-Wulf arrives, like not a good, but you know, like a better, like a Div 1, Div 2, Div 3 player would move that forward. So when the Focke-Wulf comes, the Verbal Wind is actually already in position. Always remember, if you push your front forward, and in particular if you've got good line of sight and can still react theoretically, well, now he's lost it, then move forward your support weapons as well. Wittmann on the field. Leaders aces are usually bound to die. But if this Cossack Pioneer falls, Bumblebeepotatoe will get this flag presumably, and that would give him the 15-9, and hence the double tick. Ooh, the Tiger up here already dead. Not sure where it is, but it's dead somewhere. It's here. I mean, look at this. At the range at which it was killed here. Devastating. Focke-Wulf coming in again. Going for the Pak 40, good call. But it's forced back by the Müllwagen. 2 Panther Gs in here. Still 14-10. Wittmann is on the scene, fighting a Recon tank. He's going to win this, obviously. If he ever hits, chance to hit is 40%. On the Panther G, it's 55%. That's such a huge difference. Tigers are just so bad. With this Tiger leader is like 130 points, and this is 140. Normal Tiger, also 130. Panzer 4 going down. The Jagdpanzer might get sideshot by Bumblebeepotatoes, SDKFZ, but yeah, the sides would hold. And the Pigran will kill this. Now Jagdpanzer against desperate attempt against the Panther. I don't think it's gonna win that. And the Panther G falling back. He could have stayed in the fight, I think, and won. I mean, at this range, it's possible to pen as well, even though there's a small discrepancy only. Now the SDKFZ push in here, and DJ Spetznasty throws in the towel. He's been outtraded, but I think he might have had the chance to bounce back. Probably not, because the tools Bumblebeepotatoe had on the field were so good, and with 9th Panzer you just don't get the tools you need, I think. Look at this, not many multiplayer games, 16 games in multiplayer, none ranked, unless this has been reset at some point. Yeah, probably because level 6, I don't know. Some skirmish XP, multiplayer XP, ranked XP, yeah, there's some ranked XP, there must have been a reset at some point. Yeah, but really well played by both players. And I think that the matchup was slightly favoring SS with the Panthers, I think, and executed well by Bumblebeepotatoe and fought valiantly by DJ Spetznasty. And yeah, check out the first game as well. Let's take a quick look at the statistics. Kind of evenly spread deaths here in the beginning. And here lots of red dead units. Bluish, red, lots of red, lots of red. I think the amount of veterancy also gave Bumblebeepotatoe the edge. Kills, PWs, Slutsk 3s, Jagdpanzer doing good jobs here. And losses, so Beute Firefly took some kills, did some kills actually. And so for Wurfrahmen, yeah, killed the Möbelwagen as well. The Panzer G here, oof, reigning supreme. These Panthers made the difference ultimately. Comes down to the Panthers. Also, we saw very little artillery play. But yeah, the Panthers, and in particular this one Panther, they made the difference. Yeah, also quite some nice micro by both players, but for the APCR maybe. But other than by Bumblebeepotatoe, but other than that, good reactions, smoke as well. So yeah, good luck to both players in the upcoming matches. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Until then, bye for now.